It's either deliver or nothing. A million miles logged in with coffee and no doze on the long uphills through West Virginia, the winding down on the other side to where the lights say, like sirens, come on in here and rest. Where Big John and his rescue rig can pull you back from the jackknife. The sick V the thing makes while you try to uncurl the CB from around your wife's arm, still sleeping in the hollow of the last load. It is here, O Lord, where the highway is the last stand for cowboys, the land laying open the way it should, promises rolling on forever when you pull up in Tulsa to fill the tank, step down from the cab in an old pair of boots, a wallet on a chain, grit in your hair that's familiar and friendly, and the welcome way you stink. She smiles to know you earned it, and she earned you when she asked you to sing the song you heard when you were really young and not this not quite 40 fullness of ache that comes too early in the tally. But never mind, because counting only counts with time, and the load when you back up to the dock and tell them it's all there, the dead weight of rock salt, or the load of dried food they pick up off the frame and take whole, containers that stack up on freighters as you wonder why God won't tell them you are the guardian angels of this country. That nothing moves if you don't wake up in the truck stop, tickle her on the arm so you both can go wash up and get some breakfast, call home, check on the kids, look down on the sun crawling up to you and pray you make the deadline. That you get back without staying up for 2 nights again, hitting the rainstorms and slick downhill runs with drivers who think they own you, who know nothing about asking, is it here where you hold the country together, your hand in hers, hers around the worried slick of her own hair over her ears, that is a solemn prayer like sugar candy, that home won't be some wreck in the sky this time. Teacher recites, and I follow, copying her words, taping the class so I can listen at home. Make sentences, she says, 1 for every word. And I count them in Chinese, building the tones from memories. A child of the 50s, it is the time of my 50s, when I rub my hair and touch only the wrinkly skin that has forgotten hair. I count days as gifts now. Homework is a gift, and this small, flat 12,000 miles away on the other side of forgetting and remembering. I take the MRT subway to my neighborhood, walk past the lady who is not so nice, to the faces that warm and brighten when I pass. Through the park with children, slide swings and old women under the trees, across the tiles of the walkway to my building to press my security key to the elevator, kiss it softly to say, it's me again, as if the key doesn't know the only black man in the neighborhood. War is a word for I, and it sounds like woe's sadness, or woe, the sound to stop the wearing of things. I practice it writing over and over, rolling on the sound of the elevated train going by, where everyone knows I is me. I meditate on the congregation of genes and wishes that brought me here, counting back the 4 generations to the first African, naming along the way the Native Americans, Europeans, the polka dot army of chromosomes and molecules, like tiny spaceships that align themselves with mystic glue so that I am the same mystery each day and do not dissolve into a glob in the midst of Taipei's rush to go and buy things. As I recite alone to myself the Chinese for going and buying, what have I bought in this place where only the inside can matter, and the outside is so many things to so many, and who are we? The Chinese sentence for this takes me all night into the slide of constellations over night markets, and the humid cling of music to silence. We are genes, we are the art of the mind of some great emptiness above, or here below, inside the bulb of a beat, things that grow underground and thrive on darkness, the humble fullness of light. So I joined a DNA research project to uncover some of my ancestry, and so my DNA is all over the map. It's in Western Africa, Eastern Africa, Southern Europe, and parts of the Mideast. Little bits of Jewish, little bit Arab, Portuguese, and so we're allowed to contact each other. A lady sent me an email. She said, my mom is Puerto Rican, my dad's Jewish, and he was born in Israel, and you and I have some shared DNA. She said, who are you? I'm like, huh? How did that happen? So my DNA is everywhere. I have a granddaughter, and she has siblings. They all claim me, and I claim them. This poem is for her, and their mom, her DNA is all over the map as well. Her mom, my daughter-in-law, is Polish and German. And my granddaughter is getting spoiled to death. My middle sister has a room in the house where she's just rotten. Right? Her name is Mariah. A poem for my granddaughter. If I forget to plug the sun, let me know. If I forget to tame the shark's teeth, let me know. If I forget to stop the tsunamis, let me know. If I forget to tie up the bears, let me know. If I forget to chase away the viruses, let me know. If I forget to clean the unclean foods, let me know. If I forget to stop rushing cars, let me know. If I forget to tame the lightning, let me know. If I forget to melt the slippery ice, let me know. If I forget to outlaw nightmares, let me know. If I forget to put perverts away, let me know. If I forget that the divine thing moved inside me to write this, the thing that can do all things, let me know. Let me down easy into the earth. 2. In the basement of Johns Hopkins Hospital, Mama's body rested on the steel table. Steel is more convenient because you can wash away the blood and scraps. A hole was in her neck where they had tried to put her on a machine, but she would not stay. She left us with the trace of a smile on her face, with white frost on her lips, gone, so gone that the place was filled with her. You took her wedding band from her fingers and walked down the hall until you burst like a human cloud or pig belly. Then you started talking to me out of the silence of my whole life. Out of all the years I watched you half in fear, like the time I came home drunk and screamed at Mama as if I was going to hit her. Out into the dark I ran away from what I did not know of you. Your big hands, the way you look like a desperate old lion sometimes, the kind that killed out of a fear of their own sons of death. You haven't stopped talking. I still wonder what there is to say so many years, and now I am this friend when all your friends are dying. My friends are dying too, or is it that I pick friends with so much to give in so little time? I played the piano once after Mama died, and you said, I can see you on the saxophone. How do you know these secrets? What key is left in this small silence? Rambling in Lewisburg Federal Penitentiary. In general population censuses consensus, ain't nowhere to run to in these walls, walls like a mind. We visitors stand in a yellow circle so the tower can frisk us with light, finger the barrels on thirsty rifles. I got rambling on my mind. In general population, madness runs swift through the river, changing in hearts, men tacked in their chairs, resigned to hope we weave into air, talking this and talking that, and one brother asks, tell us how to get these things they got, these houses, these cars. We want the real revolution, things. I got rambling on my mind. In the yellow circle, the night stops like a boy shot running from a river 9mm carrying 44 Magnum shells. a sister crying in the glass booth to love's law, to violence of backspin over to the raw libido of men cracking, cracking, crack. I got rambling on my mind. And I was reading about income and weight loss, and I wrote this poem, and they gave me a pushcart prize, so I said, who would have thought? You know what I mean? And it's called American Income. I was really surprised when I got this notice for them. The survey says all groups can make more money if they lose weight, except black men. Men of other colors and women of all colors have more gold. But black men are the summary of weight, a lead-thick thing on the scales, meters spinning until they ring off the end of the numbering of accumulation. How things grow heavy, fish on the ends of lines that become whales, then prehistoric sea life beyond all memories, the billion days of human hands working, doing all the labor one can imagine. Hands now the population of cactus leaves, on a papyrus moon waiting for the fire. The notes from alders singing gone up into the salt breath of tears of children that dry, rise up to be the crystalline canopy of promises. The infinite gone fishing days of the apologies for not being able to love anymore, gone down inside earth, somewhere where women make no demands, have fewer dreams of forever. These feet that marched and ran and got cut off, and these hearts torn out of chests by nameless thieves, this thrashing until the chaff is gone out, and black men know the gold of being the dead center of things, where pain is the gateway to Jerusalem's bahi trees, places for meditation and howling, keeping the weeping heads of gods in their eyes. And I think I'll read a love poem to you, if you don't mind a love poem. Not that I actually know what love is, I don't know. But in 1995, I got tenure at Rutgers University in April of 1995. And 2 months later, I was in the cardiac unit. I had congestive heart failure. And so they said, well, we're going to have to give you another heart. I said, I don't think so. No can do, you know. And so I didn't do that. I went and got traditional Chinese medicine, so I said, I'm fine. I have to remember that I have a certain stress level and so on. And, but this is a poem that's about what that operation would have been like. I watched the, like open heart surgery. I said, I don't like that. My heart for Laurie. If ever they trace the lines of my chest with ink, as you trace them with your tongue, kiss me first, hold my tongue to yours, pull it until it goes numb, paste your lips to mine until I can taste your birth. If ever they open me and the bluebirds come rushing out, I want to hear you sing in the flutter of wings. This is the way things are healed. This is how the tired travelers gaze into the eye to be sustained. And when the blood goes rushing away from me like children who have opened a forbidden spout, touch something of mine. Hold me that way to know that I want to hold you more than life itself. But a choice must be made. Some vinegar must go where agony cries out already enough. I hang in the tiny crochet in feeble hands as they give me a stranger's heart. If all of this is just a dream and you fly away from me before the gray takes over, I will touch you everywhere I go. I will declare the world your body and christen our children in the air of names. 1. I awoke mute in a daydream. God's song began. 2. Light is the truth in a carpenter's eyes as he nods at his wood. 3. Meaning is lost in speculation, and so are souls. 4. In the inner sanctum of God's mind are memories he can't recover. 5. Clap your hands, plow the field. 6. After tragedy, how many angels are crowded on the fringes of excuse? 7. Hold to the body, the flame, the ashes. Truth is in beginnings and endings. 8. Without flesh, there is a constant worry of flight. 9. History rises in God's lights, a council of the night. 10. Dazzle time, stun the bud in morning. 11. In the foundation, there is a crack attended by the prayers of the poor, the weak. 12. Day is the pearl plopped into the sea, night is the vibrating tongue. 13. God names silence the heart of thunder. And 14. The first light sings the hope of the hopeless. Thank you.